board, I got my knife. So I got everything in place so that I'm not walking around trying to waste time. In the kitchen, a minute is a long time. And once that minute gets wasted, half of it or something, and you have to go back and get a pan now, and then you gotta go get your cutting board, now you gotta go this, you waste a lot of time that you do not have. And it's the same way in our kitchens, in our restaurants, we don't have that time. So the more organized you are, the better and faster you're gonna be, and the better your efficiency are gonna happen, all right? I'm sure you guys are gonna touch a lot about knife safety if you guys haven't already, but having a sharp knife, I think you guys have all changed over to having a service actually come to you guys and change out your knives correctly, right?
Yeah.
So that's really nice, because what that happens is the sharper and cleaner your guys' knives are, the less accidents are gonna happen, because everything kind of slices, you're not trying to force things, and everything kind of goes by quickly, okay? But just making sure that you guys have a real good handle on your knife when you guys are walking around is always great. You walk around, your knife goes on the side. You go behind somebody, you always say knife, behind, okay? You don't walk with your cutting board and your knife on and you're walking around with it, okay? You always carry those things separately or down by the side. Because what'll happen is somebody can bump into you, that knife is sharp, it doesn't take very much for it to hurt you, okay? But it makes our life easier as chefs if your knife is sharp, so we can kind of slice through everything real quick, okay? So, breaking down chickens, there's probably 1,000 ways to do it. I've seen people cut them in half, cut them in quarters, cut them in whatever. I kind of already broke it down to kind of large pieces, so you can kind of see here, and then I'm gonna break it down how we got from there to here. Okay, then you can break it down more to the drums, you can break it down to this. In your case, a lot what you're gonna do is try to minimize loss. Because what happens is if you lose a lot of that meat, that's what you're putting on there. But it'll give a lot of flavor to your stock as well. Okay? This guy's a little down. I'll give him a massage first. Make sure that he's not alive. Okay? So, like I said, these are all based on joints, skin, okay, and cartilage. Chickens are pretty easy to break apart and because they're really soft, okay? So, knowing that, I'm gonna just start with my legs. That way I get the most. So if you look at it and you can feel the bones, just follow with it. Let the knife do the work. Real simple. I didn't have to force it. I didn't have to do any of that stuff, okay? Once again, let the knife and your hands do the work. Now we got the breast and we got the wings. Usually cut the wings out. Once again, you can kind of feel what the joints are, and that's what we want to follow. In the kitchens, we used to have like breakdown competitions, like who can break down the chicken the fastest, or who could cut your onions faster, and that was kind of a way to practice your techniques, okay? Breastplate on a chicken, really soft. It's mostly cartilage. So sometimes cutting down first, get your nice line, okay? If you press down nice and hard, it'll crack those. See that? Breastplate's broken in half, okay? Then I want to cut from the inside, or you can cut from the outside, it's up to you guys. Once again, there's a bone in here. Just make sure where it's at. The breastplate. You can probably just crack it with your hand and just follow it around. It's usually faster than that, but where you at? Breastplate, gone. You could also take the breast off and leave the plate. That's a lot harder and a lot of time fabricating, so you don't want to do that necessarily if you don't have to. And I already have my pan here for roasting. So I'm gonna take the bones, put them all in there. All right.